Hello, my name is Tom Halbach and I'm an emeritus professor at the University of Minnesota in the Department of Soil Science. Today I've been asked, what is soil? And so I thought I'd take just a few minutes to talk about some of the basic concepts in soil and soil science. Soil is the natural body that is made up of solids, primarily minerals and organics, as well as liquids, mostly water, and gases. Carbon dioxide and oxygen are the primary gases. These materials together support microorganisms and plant growth on the surface of the earth. It occupies space and has the ability to grow plants in the natural environment. Soil health is defined as soils that can maintain their ability to grow plants, animals, and microbes over long periods of time. We talk about the living ecosystem that is dependent on the interaction of the living organisms with the soil and the microorganisms within the soil. The soil does these processes primarily through 5 essential functions. Number 1, soil helps to regulate moisture or water. It does it because when the rain falls or the snow melts or irrigation moves, the water goes across the soil and often goes into and infiltrates the soil, and the soil acts as a major part of the cleaning and cycling of water back into aquifers in the ground as well as into the surface waters of the planet.
Go ahead.
Number 2, soils provide sustainability for plants, animals, and microorganisms. The diversity and productivity of the soils is important. Number 3, the filtering and buffering of pollutants. Soils have the ability to filter, buffer, degrade, immobilize and detoxify organic and inorganic pollutants in the soil. Number 4, soils provide a major role in cycling carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and other nutrients through the soil system and make them available back to plants and animals. 5, the soils provide physical stability and structure for both buildings as well as providing building material for many types of construction. Soils are driven by microorganisms. Microorganisms are the critical element to global life on Earth. Oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur are all cycled into usable forms by the microbes within the soil. In soil science, globally, we have 12 orders or groups of classifications of soil by their characteristics. In addition to soil orders, we have smaller and smaller units down to soil series. The state of Minnesota, for example, has just over 1,000 different soil series that have unique properties and characteristics. The United States has just over 20,000 soil series that make up our definitions and scientific knowledge about soils. Most of the soils have different amounts of organic matter, and we find that the most productive soils typically will be around 6% organic matter. Soils that are lower can greatly benefit from adding organic matter to those soils to increase their productivity. Best ways to add organic matter to soils is to use compost. Compost is the deliberate management of environmental conditions to accelerate the breakdown of organic materials. Compost can use things like food waste, yard waste, manures, or other organic materials. And the advantage is we use the microbes to reduce the number of weed seeds, reduce the number of pathogens, and to make a more chemically stable and usable organic material. So again, we can usually benefit from the addition of compost to most of the soils in the state of Minnesota. So that's it.